those layers. Yeah.
But you want to know why women are so scared when it comes to like, having a high value guy and him walking out? It hit me just now. Because if the roles were reversed, they'd be out in a fucking instant.
Right.
That's the difference, because women don't understand that men aren't hypergamous. Yeah. We are okay with consolidating with a girl that might not necessarily be the fucking best. Mm-hmm. We're okay with that. But for them, they can't fathom that. I said this on another podcast, guys. Women are not empathetic. They're sympathetic. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is that with sympathy is she could feel sorry for you. But with empathy, she'll never understand you or be able to be in your shoes. Mm-hmm. Okay? And this is a perfect example of this when I mean women aren't empathetic. A man, right, can be with a girl. That girl, if he has enough investment with her beauty fades or whatever it may be, they have children together, whatever, he finds a better chick. He might not necessarily leave his girl high and dry for that better chick. He'll go have sex with that better chick or whatever, but more than likely he's going to come back to the main chick. He ain't going to break up with her. Men don't throw away good things a lot of the times or whatever, unless you're a raging bitch and you're over here accusing them, not giving them peace or whatever. But the reason why women have such an insecure mindset when it comes to this is because if you were to reverse the roles, they would leave you in an instant. And what I've come to realize about a lot of modern day women is they look at the world and they look at life through a female lens at all times. Yes. They could never look at the world through a male lens and not understand that our concept of loyalty is way different than fucking theirs. If I fuck another bitch, it's not that serious. If you fuck another guy, it is that serious. And you're probably going to leave if you fuck another guy. But women don't get it that if I fuck another girl, I probably won't leave you for that other bitch because I have investment with you. Mm-hmm. And I just want to have sex with other girls for recreational purposes only. It's not emotional. Mm-hmm. But women are not able to comprehend that we are different. However, men can. Why? Because any guy that is good with women needs to understand women. Mm-hmm. That's how you become good with women, because you need to be a step ahead of what the fuck they're doing. This is why I'm saying men have to be empathetic to be good with girls. Mm-hmm. Women don't have to be empathetic to be good with men.
You know why men understand differences in sex better than women do is because women are communitarian and men tend to base things on hierarchies. I know if a guy is above me in the social strata. Ken McElroy has a lot of money and I'm like, damn, I could learn a lot from this guy, but from sitting right here, he's and financially speaking, he is way up here, and I go, I respect that. I can see that there's a difference between me and Ken. There's a difference between me and Robert Kiyosaki or George Gammon, right? I see those differences, and most men see those differences innately. Women think in terms of community. They are much more communitarian. It's the sisterhood uber alles. So they might still recognize those differences, like, oh, that bitch in the hot, red cocktail dress and the high heels and the hoop earrings, she's ovulating, so we're going to talk shit about her. They see that difference, but they would much rather have this be a like society. When women organize societies, it's usually about communitarianism, socialism, egalitarianism. Oh, we're equal partners, right? The reason why you hear women say equal partners, not my husband, we're partners in this right now, and there's that sort of back and forth that they want to sort of have this idealized egalitarian equalism between them, is because the world that they live in is one where everybody, like men and women, ought to be equals, rather than men see, like when men see differences, we see differences between ourselves and between somebody who's lower than us or somebody who's higher than us.
They don't.
Yes. Yeah. And so we understand. But the thing is we live in a gynocentric society right now that says that what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's why you always hear these women go, well, what about men? What about this? What about that? Like even in the abortion debate that we're having right now, they're like, well, if men could keep it in their pants, that's an effort to say that we're all the same, that we bear an equal responsibility for abortion and for childbirth and everything else. That's what this want, but we do not. Because when that baby is inside that woman's uterus, I'm powerless at that point. It's all about you, not about me. And there's a qualifiable difference at that point. Okay. So when women say, you just said a minute ago, they think that men think in terms of like hypergamy, like a minute ago.
Yeah.
The reason why they do that is because they don't have any other concept other than the fact that if we're equal, then you must also share the same understanding of hypergamy that I do, because we live in a female correct world. And if you don't have that, then there's something wrong with you.
And they don't know. Here's the other key. They don't have to understand men to attract them.
No.
That's the key. That right there is a fucking weapon. They don't have to understand men to attract them.
Yes.
Versus men have to understand women to attract them.
I know, and
that's the difference.
And because we even said that on this show, and the men's self-improvement sphere and everything else, why are you overthinking this? And there's this effort to dissuade men from understanding women, because men who understand women are more powerful than women who don't have to worry about understand. Why would they? Why would you need to understand women if I'm a woman and I don't need to understand men? Yeah. We're all equal, right? We're all blank slates. Yep. That's the difference right there. And we live in a female correct society. Bam. So if you don't think like a woman, if you don't emote like a woman, if you don't have women's interests as your primary interests, then there's something wrong with you. You're toxically masculine.
Bam.
Yes.
Guys, I hope you fucking like this shit. That whole little segment